Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Apologies for being late. Uh, very pertinent question, right? I think Deepak mentioned a bit about it. Today, all of us are trying to understand what is this AI world and where is it going to take us, right? I think if I were to take a just step back, 2 years ago, there was a front cover of the New Yorker magazine in US where actually robots were walking and humans were begging. Now, if I add that to what does AI bring from a threat detection perspective or from a malicious actor perspective, the question I think everybody should be answering themselves is about, is it cyber for AI or AI for cyber, right? I think every organization today is grappling with that question. And statistics are, if I'm spending $1 on adopting AI, right, I'm spending probably $2.50 on stopping attacks that are generating from AI. So why not put more money in AI in threat detection? And sorry, I'm probably the only one from a consulting perspective here on this table, but ask any of our fellow CIOs, CISOs, if they would know how many AI engines are being used in their organization today, and nobody can put their hands up and say that, I know everything. So threat detection from that perspective is becoming impossible. How do you detect what are the threats that are coming towards me is as strong as the gate that the Fortinet or the external parameter that I want to secure, right? As I tell a lot of people, I think we are living in a borderless world. Today, you don't know by just opening one small application or downloading an application, what are the risks that you are exposing your organization to? So if I look at prevent, detect, response, I think till about 2-3 years ago, the entire threat detection piece, the detect piece, was where a lot of money was spent. 18 months ago, it started moving to protect, or 2 years ago, it started moving to protect and detect. I think if you look at where the investments will come in, I think response will probably get even more budgets or even more investment will go in, and that's where the entire threat detection piece has to move to AI.
Deepak, anything to say?
Yeah. So Jaspreet said very good, like this is the thing that we are facing nowadays. But I want to add few more things that, like, AI is not a tool now. It's a teammate now. Like, if we talk about that we are not having AI in cybersecurity, we can't work nowadays.
Yeah.
Because previously it was like people were doing lot of analysis in, for example, in SOC, they were using different algorithms or anything to analyze the threats. But now AI, like multiple, or I think almost all the security tools are using AI. And with the AI, we are able to detect threats early stage. And now we are becoming proactive from the responding perspective. So it is helping us a lot. And it is also helping us to, remove the alert fatigue, which was basically false alerts previously used to have. And it has bring down a lot of, I would say around 5 to 10% from 90% alert fatigue. So now we can utilize. Now we can utilize those time to use or strategize or work on some other work which can be more valuable to the cybersecurity teams. Right?
But just 30 seconds probably to add what Deepak said. I think AI is also being misused.
Yes.
Sorry, with due respect to all vendors, everybody, all consultants also sitting here, including myself, you walk into any meeting and you hear the word AI, right? If I'm sending an email to somebody is replying, people are saying this is AI working. Sorry, we have to define what are the use cases for AI. As Deepak said, understand the organization first. Understand what are the AI use cases in cyber. Everything in cyber cannot be AI. There is antivirus which will run the way it was running 30 years from now also. Firewalls will keep doing its job. AI is wherever you are giving capability to either a software or to an agent, whatever, to ingest data and self-learn. So we'll have to look at various use cases rather than, it's like 10 years ago, you go into an organization, walk into a board of an organization and they will say, let's move to cloud. Nobody had an idea what to do on cloud, but because all my competitors were moving to cloud, let's also move to cloud.
Very
Doesn't
well
help.
said.
Doesn't help. Great point. We have a legal framework. Good, bad, I'm not the right judge about it. I think enforcement probably could be much better. And that is why if you see, especially in the West, after Uber and SolarWinds incident, it's public case study, Uber's CISO is now actually facing a risk that he might have to serve time in prison, right? And that is why a lot of CISOs are now actually taking indemnification there. But from our law perspective, like you rightly said, unfortunately, today all our laws point fingers towards CISO. Now imagine you're a CISO of any mid-market company even, somebody sitting in a remote corner in the office can open his laptop, spring up an AI model, and you don't need an LLM, you can make an SLM also and upload your company's data on top of it. Very sorry, CISO can't do anything about it. And tomorrow, you can't come and just hold CISO by the neck. At least that's what I feel, right? I think, and AI, unfortunately, except Europe, which has a now EU AI Responsible Act, I don't think so the entire world's still clueless, right? It's very early days on where will it take us. The last point is on the responsible use of AI. I don't know how many people saw this, but there was a photograph of Pentagon being attacked. About 2 years ago, there was a photograph on a Wall Street Journal website saying Pentagon's been attacked and the Pentagon's been destroyed. For 3 hours, the US stock exchange felt like crazy. But they could detect that it was a deep fake and they stopped it, they removed it. Imagine Kumbh Mela and a photograph like this happens. Do we have the wherewithal, technology, process, awareness, understanding to stop it? I don't know.
So true.